Hello everyone, this is Manikanta, and today I'm gonna give a demo for my eventing applications portfolio and prototype. So yeah, we'll start. So yeah, this is the portfolio of my eventing application. So eventing is like an event hosting app where you can host the events, and this can be used by the college students. So what's the user problem? And if you see, there are many apps like Eventbrite and Meetup. Using these apps, you can host the events, but till now there is no app where college students can use the event hosting app to plan college activities and so on. So this is where eventing comes into the picture. So yeah, I have interviewed multiple users, and I've also went through what are the pain points and so on. So some of the questions which I asked during the interview is like, how frequently do you attend or participate in events in your college campus, and what type of events are you most interested in, and so on. So these are the couple of questions which I asked. And yeah, coming to empathy map, as we know in empathy map, there are like four categories, like what users think and feel. So what users hear and what do they say, and what do they do, and what do they see. So I've also asked students and users based on these four categories, and I also got responses from them. So for example, what students think and feel. So one student, she told like it will be good if we have a feature like during our free time we can get event notifications where events are available during our free time, so something like that. So I also mentioned like what are the pains and gains. So as I mentioned, so one pain is like since most of the students or like users whoever are busy with their schedule, we can send the event notifications based on their free schedule, so that which will save their time and they can book the events during their free time and so on. And what are the gains? Like gains are like, yeah, students can meet new people during the events, and moreover they can also save time by using this weekly schedule feature and so on. So I've also got POV statements from three users. If you see the first POV, the point of view one, if you see here, so the student attendee with a busy academic schedule, and second user is a student with no previous event hosting experience, and the third one is a working professional who already has a previous event hosting experience. So if you talk about the first one, this student is very busy with his academic schedule, so it's better to provide an application where we can send the events, particularly during his free time, since he's like busy. And if you take the second person, like he completely new to the event hosting, so he wants an application where he can use the application for like a week or so, and kind of like a demo thing. So if based on his experience, whether he can proceed further also. And the third person, he already has an event hosting experience, so he expects the applications to be good, and he expects the features which are new compared to the already existing event hosting applications. So if you see, these are the hand sketches from the eventing application, and these are the wireframes, and these are the components which I have used across the wireframes. And this is the high fidelity prototype. So if you see, totally there are like 13, 14 screens, I guess, and these are the color schema which I've used three different colors across the eventing application. And I also conducted user testing where I gave the application to like a couple of people, and I also got feedback from them. Like the goal of this user testing are like how user friendly and intuitive is the application for the users, and what are the challenges that they face when they are navigating across this application and so on. So, and there are like two tasks, like because this application can be used by the event hosting admins, like college admins, and this can also be used by the students. So coming to the students or guests, so their task will be mostly at their weekly schedule and interest, so that based on the weekly schedule and interest details, they're going to get the events based on their schedule and so on. And they can also book tickets for the hosted events, and they can also wishlist the events, and they can go through the upcoming tickets and past tickets and so on. So the features for hosts mostly, they can host the events, and they can view the events, and they can also edit the already existing hosted events, and they can send the notifications too. So this is the usability test results which I performed on 5 persons, and like I also asked feedback on 5 tasks, like how's the onboarding, and how is the experience with your event hosting, and whether you are able to book the events feasibly, and how's the app navigation, and coming to the task 3, like whether they like this weekly schedule feature, and like whether you are getting the events based on your interests and so on. And finally, how is the wish list, and how is the ticket history feature. So we just got feedback from each and every person. So finally, conclusion. So what went well? The first thing, like, the first good feedback which I got from many users is they really like the user interface of the application and the color schema. And even I got feedback from a couple of folks saying that the app layout and the navigation is smooth and so on. So what could be improved? Like a couple of students, they asked, instead of going with a normal way of sign in, whether they can provide their face ID so that they can proceed further with the biometric kind of login. And the second feedback is like a few students, they asked it will be like cool if they if we provide a team color palette where they can choose different colors based on their interest. And yeah, what are the future changes for eventing? Mostly, we'll try to implement the Face ID and theme color palette, and along with that, we'll try to implement the chatting feature and reward program and Google Maps so to check the event's location. And this is a prototype link. So this is the demo for the portfolio, and we'll just look at the live demo. So this is the main home screen, I mean, the main initial screen for eventing. Over here, there'll be 2 options like sign up and sign in. So since we are a new user, we want to click first, we're going to create the account. So this is a sign up screen where you need to give your details, email, password, and so on. And apart from this, you can also sign in directly with Google, Facebook, or Apple. So we'll just click on sign up. And once you create your account, you need to provide your email ID and password, and you need to click sign in. So this is the main home screen. So once you onboard, after onboarding, you can either click on host or you can either click on book. So if you want to host the event, you need to click on the host, and if you want to book the already hosted events, you need to click on the book. So consider I'm a college admin, so I need to host the event. So I'll click the host, and initially you're going to see only add button, but here I already added a couple of events, so that's why I'm able to see these two events, and you can also edit the already existing events. So coming to the events, you can see the date and time, and what's the event name and what's the event type, like music. So this is the music event and this is the dance related event, and you can also see how many tickets are available. So consider if you want to add an event, just click on the add, and over here you need to mention the title of the event and what is the type of the event, like music or paint or so. And description, you can just write down like what yeah, details of the event, and you can choose the image for an event and the date and time. And finally the count. So the count here is how many tickets we are selling for this event. And once everything is done, you can click save. So once it is saved, the event will show up over here, and you can also click on edit, and all the fields will be populated, and you can also update the event details. So over here, if you see, there's a H icons which showcase that you are a host, because the same person can be both host and book. So just to distinguish that, so we are mentioning H over here. If you just click on this one, you're gonna navigate to account screen, where you will have profile settings, support, about, and logout, and so on. So yeah, so once you host the event, you can just click logout and you'll come back to the sign in screen. Now consider I'm a student who want to book the hosted event, so I'll just view my details and sign in, and now I'll click book. So once I click book, I can just view my weekly schedule. So I can just view like what are the timings where I have my work and so on, and you can just select day from to, and after this, when you go next, you can also select your interest, like what type of events you are interested, like movies, dance, food, and so on. You can just select, and you can just click next. Once you come, and this is the event page where you can see the different events which are available, and you can see like how many tickets are available, what's the location and time, and so on. So you can also wishlist these events, and if you click on wishlist, like you will see the all wishlisted events, and you can book these events later on. So going to the home screen, you can also book the tickets. So to book the tickets, just you need to click on this plus icon. Once it is clicked, that's it. Yeah, you book this particular event. So you can see the ticket details, and you can also see how many tickets are booked for this event, and so on. So you can see the current events, and you can also click on past tickets, and you can go through what are your past tickets and so on. So you can also navigate to the screens by using the bottom footer. So if you click on home, you're gonna navigate to home screen. If you click on the wish list, so this is the wish list screen, and if you click on the tickets, so this is the sorry. This is the ticket screen, and if you click on this one, you're gonna come to a weekly schedule, so where you can modify your weekly schedule and even the interest. And if you click on this one, so this is the page account screen, where you can see your profile settings, support, about, and logout symbol. So yeah, if you just click on logout, you're gonna navigate back to the sign in screen, and if you completely go back, yeah, you're gonna come to this screen. So yeah, this is the demo for eventing prototype, and yeah, thank you so much for listening, and bye.